The Richelieu, and last I left off, I went ahead on the other side and basically had it drawn out, and yesterday I was able to cut out the pattern on this side of the ship, just like that, and basically it's ready for the first round of paint. I call it the darker blue, and I want to try to get that painted on probably tomorrow. I think I'm pretty satisfied with the shapes and everything. I am really close, so we'll try to get that painted this upcoming Sunday. Then after I get the major blue on, I want to pull the tape off, and then if you can see it, it's actually feathered, where I call it feathered. It's just it's like a kind of like a wave. It's just it goes from just a little bit of light to the darker blue, and that's a lighter shade of blue too. But anyway, there is that. So I think I got the shapes correct. So look it over. Hopefully we're correct on this side. If not, took a little artistic license on the front here, which I think I got the shape down right. Other side. Went back in. I don't know if I showed it last time, but I went in and smoothed everything out with actually the shapes were a little bit bigger, and I went in with smaller tape and refined it. So I think we are good to go on that. Basically, you're seeing the tape, reversed in like a negative. Just kind of have to do it that way. I know once you get the paint on, it'll look totally different. But anyway, I think we're good on the shape on this side too. And then once I get that painted on, then I'm going to go in and follow where the dark blue is. If you can see where, like it hits the hole there, hits some of the parts. It's like the turret, where it's a dark blue, and then I'll do the blue spots on that. And then that should be pretty much it on that. And then I'll probably do the 700 the same way. So at least this will give me a big guide to do the 700, and that shouldn't take quite as long either, just after getting the major 351 done right now. But anyway, that's where I stand on the Richelieu. The Ratte, I am done with it. I actually went back in. I did a little bit of a rain marks. I don't know if you can actually see it. It's very just subtle. I think a big tank like that's got a little weathering on it. Kept the weathering down to very little, the way I'm supposed to do, and I just added a little bit of weathering here and there. Weathered up the turret just enough to get the German flag. Looks like it's kind of worn. A little bit of pastels. What's the weathering powder up there? And I just went different places, the track, the road wheels, and I think we turned out pretty darn well. So I'm going to get this off the bench, and this is going to go to its new home. The mouses, I kind of weathered them just a tad. I mean, it ain't really nothing major on it, but anyway, I think they turned out extremely well too. But anyway, Ratte is very fun. This is number 2 for me to build, so that was they get easier and easier when you build the more and more you build of them. But anyway, I think one of my favorite models, and I think it's one of Tacom's best kits. Anyway, that is Ratte number 2 finished. So we're gonna get this off the bench and we'll start something else. And up next for the build for others, we are going to build, actually we're not building, we're going to repaint a Impala, and we're going to make this Impala look like that Impala. That's the white Impala from Baby Drivers. So it's going to have the red interior and a white body, and there ain't going to be no modifications. If you notice, the wheel well right there is open. That one's closed. This is a metal body. It'd be more trouble than it'd be worth fix it. I mean, if it was a plastic body, you could cut it and keep going, but metal, and that's pretty thick. It's not, I'm not saying it can't be done, but we're going to keep it very simple. So what I've done so far is I pretty much masked off all the chrome that I can. I haven't done the grill yet. The back of the grill and the tire cover was broken off, so I gotta fix that. But I'm going to fix that last because it'd be just easier to paint the back of the car here. So that's what I'm going to do probably very, very soon. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some, I don't have any, I'll have to go get some sandpaper, which sanding stick, and I'm going to probably buff down the metal body just to get it, just to get the paint where it just actually stick on it. And then what I'm going to probably end up doing, and I don't have it handy, is I'm probably going to use a white, either a flat or a primer, and spray the whole thing, and then I'll shoot everything with Future to get it shiny. That way the primer and the flat paint will basically stick to it a little bit better than a gloss, and you won't have any issues of that nature. So I want to paint the body first. I want to get it sealed, and then I'll go in and paint the interior red. So that's what I'm going to do on the Baby Driver car. And then up next, the term hitting, which I don't know if I'll call it that, but we'll see. This is 46 models. It's a resin kit, and it's my first one to ever build, and I got 2 more to build after this, and it's not too bad. I only have a couple complaints, and it actually goes together pretty well. I mean, you got to clean off the flash. You can see where the rubber is on the tracks and all that. That's not really a big issue. I mean, you know, it is a tank. You can make it paint over it look like dirt and everything. It goes together really well. My only 2 complaints with the kit so far. You notice the track there is kind of it was missing. It's not even I couldn't even find really couldn't, you know, fix it anyway. So we got a little battle damage there, so we're going to leave that. And the only thing that I'm not going to put on is the fenders, and I'm going to show you why. These were actually, it was broke off the sprue, and you can't really fix it. I mean, I really tried to get it on there. They're really like super thin, and it's just one of those. I wish it had like a backing on the back here where you could really attach it. It's just does not fit. Yeah, I even sanded it down to get it to fit. It's just I don't think it looked right. And I'm going to leave them off because E100s didn't really have them technically. But anyway, I'm going to leave that off. I think it looks cool that way. And they only did, if you look real close, they only did, you know, fenders to the middle to the front. They didn't do the ones on the rear. So anyway, there's that. Probably what I'm going to do is, and I like this kit because there ain't really a whole lot of parts. It's basically, I think 18 parts maybe. And 1, 2, about, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts just for the tank. I mean, that's fantastic. I did have to modify the barrel here to fit on the turret. But anyway, the turret does spin. I may have to sand down a little bit more on that to get it to spin right. But anyway, there it is. That was actually very, very fun and quick and easy to assemble. So I don't know what we're going to paint that yet because I have got to I got to do that one and that one, and what I'll do is get them assembled, and then we'll paint them probably all at one whack. But anyway, that's what I've got going on today. We are building the term Hinton. We are starting the Baby Driver car. We finished the Ratte number 2, and of course we are continuing on with the Measure 52 on the Richelieu. So that's what I got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.